Regulation helps because it stops governments shutting down your business in a different country. So yes, it helps, but don't forget, it's currently a $3 trillion asset. I think it goes to 100 trillion. The only way it gets there is to have more larger and larger pools of capital coming into the space. But if you think of it in those terms, it's still only 3% of the journey to where it's going to in the next 10 years.
Bitcoinzilla stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoinzilla today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Raoul dives into why Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't Ponzi schemes and shares an incredible story of a barber whose life transformed through crypto gains. Let's catch him to learn more.
If I can help people get off this journey and onto a new journey, then we can reset all over again. And if I can do that and still make money out of it myself, I can walk away with a sense of pride. I've unfucked my own future, and I've taken millions of people along with me. Now, I won't be perfect. I will get many things wrong. People will hate me for periods of time, and that's painful. But I don't know any way around it. And I'm pretty damn sure I'm right. And I've been right since 2013. I mean, don't forget, it was $200 back then when I said it was the greatest trade of all time. I didn't hold on to it all the time. I've owned it for most of it, but I still fucked it up myself. But
you missed that 10x, right?
Yeah. No, well, let me explain. I bought it at 200, sold it at 2,000. Then it went up to 20,000. Fine. It then fell, and I did the right thing. It was buying a bear market, and it was down 50%. But I bought it back at 6,500. And so, if I'd have just held by 200, I would have made a lot more money. But anyway, so what's so amazing about this is basically I could forget all of the description of the space. This will make a higher return than building any business you will ever build. These fancy SaaS businesses, they grow at like 50% a year. That's an amazing business. This thing grows at 150% a year. So it almost makes doing anything else irrelevant. You're almost better to just sell your house and sell your assets, fuck off to a beach shack in El Salvador, stick it in Bitcoin, come back in 10 years' time, and your life will have been changed forever. And that sounds stupid, but that's what it is.
Are you afraid of death?
That's a question. Yes and no.
Why?
Because I haven't finished the journey. I mean, yeah, I've finished many chapters, but I haven't finished the book. It would only be that. It'd be like, really, for fuck's sake, I haven't finished this yet.
Ross Ulbricht, the founder of the Silk Road Marketplace, has expressed heartfelt gratitude to former President Donald Trump after receiving a full pardon. Ulbricht, who had been serving a double life sentence without the possibility of parole, spent over 11 years in a maximum security prison in Arizona before his release. In a video shared on X on January 23, Ulbricht made his first public statement since regaining his freedom. Last night, Donald Trump granted me a full pardon. I was doing life without parole, and I was locked up for more than 11 years. But he let me out. I'm a free man now. So let it be known that Donald Trump is a man of his word, he said, his voice filled with emotion. Calling the pardon an amazing blessing, Ulbricht expressed deep gratitude for the opportunity to rebuild his life. Thank you so much, President Trump, for giving me this amazing blessing. I am so grateful to have my life back, to have my future back, to have this second chance, he added, emphasizing how this moment marked a profound turning point for both him and his family. Michael Saylor, co-founder of MicroStrategy and a staunch advocate of Bitcoin, continues to champion the cryptocurrency as the ultimate asset. Recently, Saylor took to the X platform, formerly known as Twitter, to share a thought-provoking post with his millions of followers. accompanied by an ad-generated image of himself surrounded by Bitcoin logos in an artistic studio setting, he reiterated his unwavering confidence in Bitcoin with a striking message: create something better. The use of the bees styled with 4 vertical strokes symbolized his belief that Bitcoin is unparalleled. MicroStrategy, under Saylor's leadership, has been relentless in its Bitcoin accumulation. The company recently made headlines with a $1.1 billion purchase, boosting its holdings to an impressive 461,000 BTC, despite Bitcoin's slight decline of 2.43%, dropping from $107,190 to $104,600. Saylor's faith in the cryptocurrency remains unshaken. As of now, Bitcoin is trading slightly higher at $104,800, further solidifying its position as the leading digital asset.
Just be useful, be around people, be a good guy or girl.
Add value.
Yeah, add value. In your 30s is the time to cement all of that and start thinking about, okay, what's the first part of the lifestyle I want to take? But you're still going to have to work really hard. And then by the time, and the 30s is, most people go through the complications of marriage, kids, those choices, and they become slightly obsessed by that whole thing. But that's the time you should now have decided what risks you're going to take with your future, and you should be taking them because you've now gained knowledge and experience. You might get one wrong, but generally you should not be now making bets that you're going to get too many things wrong. Your 20s is for getting things wrong because you can blow up and start again. In your 30s, you don't really want to blow up and start again. Most people will take one big bet then, and you should have made a good enough defined decision. Is this the right choice for me? Whatever industry you choose, whatever job it is or investment it is. In your 40s, it's all about compounding. Compounding lifestyle, compounding friends, compounding network, and that will pay for the rest of your life. So you're setting yourself up in your 20s and 30s for your 40s, 50s, and 60s. People don't kind of realize that. They think the world owes them a living in the 20s and 30s. The world doesn't owe them the living. You need to earn your place in it.
Before we start wrapping up this, because we have a plane to catch, how do you do it? There's a 2-part question here, because I really admire the capacity you have to be a founder and a co-founder in different businesses, have a life, have a wife, have everything. And how do you, like your time management, or how are you able to do so many things at the same time?
Because I break it down to the single common element, all the same trade. Everything I do is the same trade.
Lifestyle.
No, the trade is capture the crypto opportunity or the technology opportunity. So it's all one bet.
Right.
All I'm doing is just doing few different ways of the bet. Yes, there's complexity with managing people and businesses and all of that stuff and not letting it take over your life, but it also is a period of time where this is it. This is the fucking big one. There's no time to do anything else. This is it. This is the most important moment pretty much of everybody's lives, and it's probably one of the most important moments in all of humanity because of what's happening with AI. And so, as people in crypto say, it's time to lock in.
Second part of that question, how your power of resilience is big, because I've seen the online, sometimes the negative comments when the markets are bearish and everything's red and people are nasty. How do you manage to don't let that affect you?
I do. Of course it affects me. It hurts me to the core. What you have to do is separate that group of negative emotions from the positivity that still exists and realize that it's not everything. Many people become overly sensitive because they see the negatives only and think that is the truth. But the truth is there's a whole bunch of people who like you for what you do. So somehow you just need to balance it by percentage weighting. Now, if the negative comments are growing faster and faster and faster, maybe you've got a problem. But if it's not growing excessive versus the overall opinion of Raoul, Paul, whoever it is, you just need to separate yourself. You can't get sensitive when somebody criticizes you.
Develop a thick skin, pretty much.
I don't think you can develop thick skins. You just have to park it away in a box. But it does hurt, and it builds. And so you do get sensitive, so it doesn't go away. I mean, I'm still very scarred of 2022.
Pendle Finance has taken a significant step forward by integrating the Bitcoin-backed stablecoin CUSD, developed by Avalon Finance, into its ecosystem. This move is expected to enhance Pendle's liquidity and user engagement, creating a foundation for greater demand for its native token. The addition of CUSD, which is set to mature in April 2025, underscores Pendle's commitment to expanding its offerings and staying competitive in the evolving DeFi landscape. Currently, Pendle's token is trading at $3.59, consolidating near a long-term ascending trend line that has historically acted as a base for upward movements. Key technical levels include support at $3.50 and $3.62, while resistance at $7 represents a crucial target. If Pendle manages to break above this level, it could see a significant 93% rally, pushing the token toward its next milestone. Despite these bullish possibilities, market sentiment remains mixed. Pendle's price is currently below its 13-day and 49-day EMAs, indicating short-term bearish momentum. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, is at 37.13, nearing oversold territory, which could lead to a reversal or consolidation. Additionally, funding rates suggest long positions continue to dominate, but predicted funding rates show waning optimism. Market activity reflects moderate leverage, as Pendle's open interest to market cap ratio has stabilized around 40.87%, signaling a weighting gain for traders seeking a clearer trend. If Pendle maintains its current support levels while increasing trading volume, the possibility of a breakout to $7 becomes increasingly likely, offering a promising future for both the platform and its users. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.